kitchen and we are going to make some soft pretzels. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, do you guys remember the first 2 rules about cooking? First, we need to put our hair up. We don't want any hair in our soft pretzels. And then we need to go wash our hands. I'll be right back to go wash mine. Here's a list of our ingredients. First, we're gonna need 22 ounces of flour, 1 packet of dry activated yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 ounces of butter, 2.5 cups of water, 2/3 cups of baking soda, 1 large egg, or because I have small chickens, they make small eggs, so I'm using 2, and some oil to coat the pan. All right, we're gonna start baking now. So first we're gonna get our sugar, or our salt and our sugar, and our water. And give that a quick mix. And then we're gonna sprinkle our yeast on top and let that sit for 5 minutes to let the yeast bloom. In the meantime, I am going to melt my 2 ounces of butter. I will be right back. All right, our yeast is all bloomed after our 5 minutes and we melted our butter. So now we're gonna start adding our flour to our mixture. Mixing, it's gonna be a little clumpy. Next, we're gonna add our malted butter. If you have clean hands, you can go on in and start mixing with them. The butter might be a little warm, so you want to be careful with that. And it's gonna be really sticky. Alright, our next step, once it looks like it's coming together, we're going to put it on our stand mixer on low, and then we're going to crank it up to medium. Alright, now we're going to put it on low and let it go until it combines. Okay, when it starts combining, let's crank it up to medium for 5 minutes. Our dough is being kneaded. So next we're gonna get a bowl and we're gonna get our oil and oil our bowl up so our dough doesn't stick. Put our dough in there, cover it with some plastic wrap, and let it hang out in a warm place for 55 minutes to let it rise. It should double in size. Alright, it's been 55 minutes and my dough looks all puffed up. I have my oven at 450 degrees preheating, and I have a pot of water boiling. And I'm going to pour my baking soda into my boiling pot. Oil my work surface down. When you do make your mix your water and your baking soda together, make sure you have a non-reactive pot, like stainless steel, or else it will mess up your pot a little bit. And we're gonna roll this out and split it into 8 pieces. a long snake. Stretch it as much as you can. The recipe calls for 24 inches. I don't know if you can get it that far. Okay, now we're gonna try to make our first pretzel. So you bring it into a U, and you twist it, and then bring it down and pinch it. I'll make a pretzel in slow motion so you guys can see how it's done. Make a U, twist, twist, bring your two strings down, and there's your pretzel. I'm gonna continue working on the rest of the pretzels. I'll see you soon. Alright, so I did all my pretzels. The next step is to boil them in the baking soda and water mixture for 30 seconds. Do one pretzel at a time. Ready, set, go. After 30 seconds, remove your pretzel and put it back on your baking sheet. I have an egg wash going, so once they've been boiled, I'm going to slather them up in egg wash. An egg wash is a mixture of egg and water, about 1 egg and a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of water, just to make it a little liquidy. And then after they've been brushed with the egg wash, we're going to hit them with some salt. Kosher salt. If you have pretzel salt, you could use pretzel salt as well. My egg wash is done and I salted them, so now we have to put them in the oven. 450 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes or until they're golden brown. Alright, I just took these out of the oven. Remember when you open the oven door to make sure you let the steam go out before you put your head in so you don't burn yourself. Once they're out, make sure you put them on a cooling rack and let them cool down, and then they're good to eat. Here are the pretzels. They're out of the oven and they've been cooling for about 4 to 5 minutes. Some people like to eat them with mustard, some like to eat them with cheese sauce. I like to eat mine plain. Let's give it a try. That's pretty good. Alright, 116, please remember to always wash your hands. Don't touch your mouth, your nose, or your eyes, and always listen to mommies and daddies. Bye! I miss you guys!